Hello, what's going on, everyone? Happy Friday. It's Camille Prosperity out of Savannah, Georgia. Oh, guys, this is my first scheduled broadcast. It's so funny because I wasn't energetic. I was actually pretty sleepy right before, like about an hour ago. And I was like, I can't lay down. I have to do my announcement. But as you come in, tell me where you're watching from, of course, and definitely like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done that already. Many of you have, and I thank you for that. As you know, when you like and you share, you subscribe, you make comments, you interact, and you engage with this information, what it does is it pushes me up in the algorithm to people who don't know about me, and therefore we can get more good stuff out here amongst all this junk entertainment. All right, so I appreciate y'all always show up and do that. Keep on doing it. Okay, let's get the likes, let's grow stuff. There's this myth that we are only out here looking for entertainment, but some of us truly are looking for education and how to do better. So yeah, do all the things that will help me push my message through the mess and noise of YouTube. So I don't want to be on here for very long, but I always say that and I always be long. So we'll see what happens today. What is the big announcement? Well, guys, the announcement is I'm finally going to do a credit mentorship with an introduction to a little bit of consumer protection stuff. That's right. So, uh, I have been thinking about this literally for almost a year now, because when most of you found out about me, it was around this time last year. Now, I had been cutting and talking about my journey since I started it in 2020, but nobody was paying attention. So it wasn't until recently that you guys can't hear me, right? Uh, y'all I hope I have not spent 2 whole minutes talking to myself. You guys can hear me, right? Let me know. But yes, I documented my journey from the time I started it in 2020, but no one was paying attention until I had a video that I put up in October go somewhat, I'll call it viral. The most viral video I've ever had no clue, shot it on my balcony, just doing a book review. And I met a lot of wonderful people and really got super busy helping people for free with credit information, putting them onto consumer protection stuff. You guys have been asking me over and over and over again, Kim, why don't you do something? I came out with a text service. Again, it was free, and that text service changed their pricing. So that messed up everything, and I had to stop using it because I couldn't pay like $1,000 a month to reach the 3,000 people on that service that I was using. So I didn't do anything else since then, but it has really been heavy on my mind as I've still maintained contact with a lot of y'all that I need to do this mentorship. And so why am I doing it? And I wanted to have something prepared. I wanted to be on camera, but y'all, I picked up the little one from school and instantly went into mommy mode. So I look like who did what, when, where, and why behind this camera. So that's why I just had to put up my still shot. So bear with me, and I'm just going to review with you really, really quickly some of the things about the mentorship. I will have something more formal for you guys later on, but I have this habit of procrastinating. So I said, Kim, just go ahead, make the announcement, and you can tighten up everything later on, right? All right. So, whoo, goodness gracious, just pulling up my notes right quick. Yeah. So, wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I kind of sort of touched on this already. Why am I doing this? Well, it's because I've given the information for free, but a lot of time the free information is not valued or applied as much as information that's paid for. Okay. Also, there's power in community. I keep talking to you guys about this arbitration mentorship that I took in July. And guys, if they had sold it as a course, meaning I paid them and then they gave me the information and I went through it by myself, it would have been good. But the fact that they did it as a mentorship, it was great because they gave all of us the information. And even to this day, that was July of last year. Here we are in January. And more than 6 months later, all of us in the group are still talking to each other, conversing, sharing results, helping each other. So there's a community component when you do a mentorship that you don't get when you do a course. And for that reason, most of the the mentorships that I've done, I've always completed. I've shown up way more than any of the courses I have taken. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to y'all? Let me see something right quick too. I hope it does. I'm just going to check my audio right quick. Bear with me. Where is it at? Okay, here we are. Okay. Okay, so that's funny. I see, hey, Candy B. She said, yes, I love the group. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Thank you. My sis always shows up for me. All right, great. So I'm going to take this out of my ear now. Ooh, y'all, the tech. I need an engineer or something. Candy, ooh, I love that picture, sis. She said, yes, I love the group. My credit score went up. Right. So I take this stuff very, very seriously, y'all. Candy, you said you could hear me. Thank you so much. I take this so seriously that I kind of tested this out. I had a group called the Credit Crushers. It was for my close friends. And so I was sharing with them information that I paid for. I would share it with them for free and say, hey, this worked for me. See how it works for you. And so many of them came back with testimonials about their score increasing or things being clearer and making more sense, that it definitely gave me proof of concept, right? So I know that I know my stuff. You guys know it because y'all love my videos and keep asking me to do more as it relates to these two topics. So that community aspect is huge. Candy B was in the WhatsApp chat with the free credit crushers, and she'll tell you when one person posted about their score going up because they took a tip that I gave and used it, that would make everybody else in the group say, oh, let me get on this. I forgot about that. So it's that community aspect, right? Um, Yes, Candy B went from a 540 credit score to 620 from free information. And this is her just doing it whenever she wanted to. Guys, we didn't have any structure, we didn't have any curriculum or anything like that. It was just a WhatsApp chat, and I was just throwing stuff in there willy-nilly. Sometimes people would see stuff, sometimes they wouldn't. Kind of like the community tech service, but much less organized. So I wanted to provide a community aspect because, as usual, I get the best high when you guys have results, right? So what will increase the probability of you using the information? Hey, what's going on, Kiana Lachey? What's going on? She said, ooh. But yeah, guys, what will increase, I always look at what will increase the probability of you utilizing the information. That's why the last class that I just did, I offered it as a course. And I just said, hey, it's not a big deal. It's just a little small entry point program. Here you go. But as more and more people bought it, I said, let me do a live Q&A, meet with those who can meet in real time. I polled the students and said, what's the best time for y'all? I'm at your mercy. I'm at your service. And then we did that live Q&A last week. And guys, let me tell you, I had budgeted in my time for 1 hour of Q&A. And guess what? We were on there for over 2 hours. We had the Q&A recorded that went into their course portal, their Google Drive. And then we did like a whole nother hour of me just giving them game about anything and everything that they asked me for, because I really do enjoy serving people who have pre-qualified themselves and stood out from the rest with their money and their time. I hope that makes sense to you. So another reason why I want to do the mentorship, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, there are some things that I want to share that I just cannot share on YouTube. Okay. You guys have no idea. Kiana said, hey, it's been a minute. I know I've been so irregular and sporadic, but I've been working on some things. So that's one of the things that I'm talking about tonight. I'm doing a Credit Crushers mentorship, Kiana. I'm happy that you're here to hear about it. If it's not for you, share this video with someone that you think could benefit. Okay. All right. So there's some things that I want to share that I can't share on YouTube because it's my personal stuff. And you guys do not understand like the YouTube rules, as well as it's a lot I could tell you, but just know this. There are things that people will tell you privately that they would never share with you publicly. Okay? It's the same reason why you should go to a conference if you have the option versus just watching a conference virtually from the comfort of your living room. Because there are some things that people will tell you over lunch that they are not going to put on a recording for everybody to see and use against them. It's just never going to happen, right? Hey, what's going on, Charlotte the Christ? Hey, ladies. She said, "Oh, it's for me." Okay, great. So, yeah, that is something. Also, with the mentorship, people need organization. Right now on my YouTube channel, I have so many videos, but do y'all know how many people have gotten in my inbox and said, "Hey, can you tell me this? Can you tell me that?" And I'm like, "I did a video about it." And they're like, "I can't go through all those videos." And I'm getting pieces of your videos, but I don't know the order, and I feel like I'm all over the place. So with a mentorship, think of it like college. It's a curriculum. It has an order, a flow, an agenda to it, right? And when you do it that way, it makes more sense for people so that it clicks. And that's why they usually activate on the information much more than if they were to do it by themselves. All right. And the last thing, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's too many people teaching y'all wrong stuff. Oh my gosh. What I am seeing out here, some of the things that y'all are doing to quote unquote fix your credit is ridiculous. And y'all are getting hemmed up in some situations that you're never going to get out of. Y'all are getting some people to fix your credit and you don't even know what they're doing. And some of the stuff that they're doing is illegal and it's going to fall back on you. Okay? So if it's all these people out here doing it wrong, I figure, Kim, you have a moral obligation to show up and do it right, because you can't get mad at somebody for paying a person who's doing it wrong if you never gave them the option to pay you to tell them how to do it right. So I'm not the credit repair police. However, y'all, I really want to give people that are serious some serious food for thought, because what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, some of the situations that you guys have inboxed me is really, really sad. And this is your information. The only thing worse than being violated by a big corporation is being violated by your fellow man. I'm just going to be real with you. So that's definitely why I wanted to do it. What qualifies me to do this mentorship? I already kind of sort of told you about that. My results, I divorced in July of 2018. My credit was horrible. I had not had a credit card 4 years before then. I had these baby credit cards with these baby limits because I didn't understand credit. Oh gosh, it was just all over the place, right? Um, so yeah, July of 2018, I had 0 credit cards and a bunch of debt. Credit score was trash. Fast forward to today, I have a handful of credit cards that I carefully selected. My credit is so much better. It's allowed me and my son to have a much better quality of life. I know how the credit score works. Even with FICO 10T coming out. Do y'all know about FICO 10T? That is going to be a game changer, and not in a good way for many of you. And if you don't know about it, you should, because this is going to take us from quote unquote fixing our credit in a matter of like 30 days to it taking much longer. Minimum of 2 years. When I say FICO 10T, that T stands for trending over the last 24 months. Okay. Now see, I'm happy you wrote this, because it is very tempting to say that. Kiana said, "Child, they trying to hold us back." But see, only we can hold ourselves back, though, because if we find out how it works, and is it going to be a little more leg room? Yes. But guess what, Kiana? Those of us who are doing what we were supposed to do from the beginning, from the giddy up, and they ain't worried about the trending 24 months. But those of us who haven't and have relied on homeboy or homegirl on Instagram to fix our credit and get results in as little as 30 days, do you know the average person pays about $1,000 to $3,000 to have their credit repaired? And even when they get it done, they usually have to come back and get it done again in another 6 to 9 months. In another 6 to 9 months. Do you know how much money that is? And do you know when most people repair their credit? Do Do you know when most people repair their credit? When they about to get something. Hmm. They sitting at the dealership going, huh, I thought it was better than that. Boyfriend kicked them out. Now they need an apartment. Girlfriend kicked them out. Now they need a place to stay. That's when they look at their credit. And we got to stop that. You know what I'm saying? Candy said, I want to know about it. And most people have never even heard about it, Candy. But this is going to be a game changer, not in a good way for a lot of people. Okay, I'm happy you feeling me, sis. Kiana said, true, true, true. Hey, what's going on, my friend? How you been? This is someone who is serious. Ooh, this woman right here does not play. Here, I'm just going to take that banner down right quick because I think y'all get the point. Like, share, subscribe. But yes, y'all, this is serious business. So when I say I've invested in myself and then I've come back and I've given that information I tested it out on my friends, they got some results, and it was in a totally unstructured way. I'm just throwing information at them and they're just able to do whatever they're able to do whenever they're able to do it. Very I have myself invested so heavily in this education. It's not even funny. I'm a part of Recession Proof. That was a grip. I'm a part of from Recession Proof. I took Princess Dior's credit mentorship. I took Jeremy Lucas's Trapper's Way Out mentorship. I have done numerous things with the Bureau Bullies. I also did Asthma's money bag tour. I did, oh gosh, so many things. I took some classes with Beehive as well. Beehive, they have different these people have different styles. So we're taking like bits and pieces. I take what I need and then I leave the rest. But I have all of that information to refer back for when I need it for various situations, even situations that I'm not personally in, but people that I know have gotten themselves into, right? Or found themselves in, much better said. So I'm not asking you to do anything that I haven't done. I can't stand it when people are out here charging for stuff and they've never bought anything. They're not a student, nobody, never. But that's not my case at all. Many of you have seen that. And the wonderful thing about paying someone a low price who has invested a lot of money in themselves is they can't filter the information, y'all. When you sit at a table with them or you're on a Zoom with them, they will tell you what they know. They don't have like a mental Rolodex to be like, hold on, I got this tip or I know this answer from my $5,000 mentorship. And I'm only charging these people 1,000. So I can't share my 5,000 tip. No, you ask them the question and they answer all of the time. And this happens over and over and over again. This has happened to me with some of my mentors. They'll say something, then they'll be like, hold up. I paid a $10,000 mastermind. I learned that in a $10,000 mastermind. And it's this class that I paid $1,000 for. And I just got the same tip that they gave to me. And so, yes. Let me look this up. Whew, I am excited, but also very nervous because I have never done anything on an ongoing basis with people. I like to throw something at you and then let you do what you want to do. But I can't continue to do that because I know better. I know the impact I have when I organize stuff. So, yeah, let me show you guys this right quick. And I know that many of you will be like, I've seen bigger improvements than that. Again, if you do not know how these people are improving credit, don't talk about it. Because if somebody gets you 200-point increase, but it's illegal, trust me, you don't want that. Okay. So no, not video file. Hold on. I'm trying to share my screen. Let me X out of this right here. I just want to show y'all something right quick. So far, and we're definitely going to talk about the price. How long have I been on here? 20 minutes. Okay, I really need to get off. Here we go. Share screen. Why do I always forget how to do it? Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna come over here and then oh man. I think this is the right screen. Yeah, that's the right one. So this is just a testimonial. Remember, I mentioned the free Credit Crushers group. So this is a testimonial in there. And this person said, it's a blessing to be out of the 500s. And this is what we're talking about. Okay. So when you're doing it by yourself, can you get it done? Yeah, eventually. But how long will it take? Some of y'all, you don't even have 30 minutes extra in your day, let alone 3 hours. So it is to your benefit to pay somebody else who has already done the work and is willing to share that information with you again in a way that makes sense. If you like how that person teaches, trust me, you're either going to pay with time or you're going to pay with money. Usually, if you don't have the time, you're going to pay with both eventually. Because if you don't have the time, it's going to take you more time in an effort for you to save the money. It's going to take you more time for you to find out how to do it on your own. And in that time that you didn't want to pay somebody else to help you, in that time, it's costing you so much more. Okay? Don't pay the poverty penalty. The ignorance tax is very real. I've paid it greatly. So you don't want to do that. Trust and believe. Okay? So that is just one testimonial. I have others, even from my YouTube videos. There were people that said that they had great things happen. Let me see what this says. Hold on one second. I think this is, hold on one second. Okay, I don't know if I didn't block that one out too good. But, oh yeah, let me share this one. Share this tab instead. So this is Nurse MJ. This is a wonderful testimonial from her. She said, update on my credit utilization goals. If you don't know what that means, this mentorship is for you. Utilization is one of the top factors in determining your credit score. And again, it's going to play heavily in FICO 10T. Because that is, even the people that have quote unquote good credit, they still struggle with utilization at times. This economy that we're in right now with prices very, very high, do y'all think people's paychecks have gone up for them because eggs have gone up? Because bread has gone up? Because everything no, their paychecks haven't gone up. So what are they supplementing? How are they getting the additional income? Usually on credit cards. When they start using their credit cards more, their utilization goes up. So you don't got to be late on nothing. You don't have to have a delinquent, a collection, a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, a repo, or nothing. But if your utilization is through the roof, it's going to hurt your score. And this is what we're going to talk about in the mentorship, and I'm going to show you specifically how. And so Nurse MJ says, update on my credit utilization goals. I paid towards all 3 credit cards last week, got the utilization down between 12 and 15 on the first 2 cards, respectively, 17 on the third card. Today, I received credit increases. Yes. On the first and third cards of at least $3,000 without requesting. Now the extra money I made over the weekend, I will pay more toward the second card to get that balance closer to 10%. Yes, all I can say is be patient and do the work. Thank you, Camille Prosperity. Thank you, sis, for this wonderful testimonial. How do y'all feel about that? Y'all say congratulations, MJ. Okay, one of the things we want to do is not hate on our sisters and brothers that are making leeway just because we are not. Hey, what's going on, Sierra Addison? How are you? We always want to realize that God is no respecter of persons. And if he did it for somebody else, he can and will do it for us as long as we do what? Do the work. As long as we do the work. So I'm very, very happy to see that testimonial. It's so much I want to tell y'all, but we're already at 23 minutes. So let me just move on to the next thing. I'm going to refer back to, yes, I do, Sierra. I surely do. If you go to hellocamille.com, you can do that first. I'm not reading her question aloud, y'all, because it's something unrelated to the topic of this post, but I'll still address her. But if you go to hellocamille.com, click where it says at your service, and then just fill out that Google form, and then in the comments, let me know what you want, and I will take care of you. I surely do. So yeah, guys, let me see. What's the next thing? Oh, you're welcome, Sierra. No problem at all. So yeah, why I talked about that. I just want to make sure I don't really miss anything. This is a very rough intro, but done is better than perfect, you guys. I've already told you guys know how much I've invested in myself and what I offer. We're just going to organize it more. I have not done something this intense. It's going to be 4 weeks. That's a lot for me. Because y'all know I'm a fly by the seat of my pants type of girl. But it's going to be 4 weeks because that's how much time it's going to take. I'm budgeting each class to be about an hour and a half. But knowing me and knowing y'all, it's probably going to be 3 hours. I wouldn't be surprised. It will be recordings. We will be in a community atmosphere, again, because you can run fast by yourself, but way faster in a group. All right. And the first 5 people who sign up will get a free 30-minute private power session with me where we will look at your situation specifically, and I will personalize some answers to you. Normally, y'all know when if you've ever seen when I posted about my private power sessions, because y'all have asked about it, can I talk to you? I'm like, you got to get on my calendar after you pay the fee. It's not a cheap price because I'm not cheap. So to get a free 30-minute one, it's only going to be for the first 5 people that sign up, because that's what 2.5 hours, and I'm still going to have to do a lot of planning for the curriculum and preparation for the class. But yeah, 2.5 hours the first week is all that I'm willing to give up when I look at all of my other responsibilities. So yes, I'm excited about that. Now, what is the price? The price is only going to be $497. That's $400, not $4.97. That's $497. That's for 4 weeks. Again, I can't tell you everything right now, but I will tell you everything late. I will tell you things leading up. I want this to start February because we do not have a lot of time, y'all. Summer is right around the corner. Right now, a lot of people are hurting, and the information that you do not know is the information that will continue to hold you back, like my friend Kiana said. So it's going to be $497. That's 4 weeks with me, the community. We're going to do 3 weeks of credit stuff. The first is going to be like a credit intro. I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks that I learned from Recession Proof as it relates to planning. Too many of y'all just apply for any old card that you can get, and then you don't get the card, and then you have an inquiry, and then that brings your score down. And it's just madness. We have to be strategic. Okay? So there are some things that I've learned that you guys don't know, and I do know, and they're simple things. But if you don't know it, you're making your credit repair, quote unquote credit repair, a lot more complicated than it has to be. So in that first week, all we're going to do is really go over the anatomy of a credit report. We're going to look at where you should be getting it from, the differences in the different places, and just really breaking some things down to the nitty gritty, including how you should be applying for cards, what cards you should be applying for, and some things that you've never even heard of before ever in your life. Then in week 2, what we are going to do is talk about taking negative things off. Y'all, I have a recording of where I literally got a medical collection off of my credit a few years back, and I recorded it. And I have so badly wanted to share that with y'all, but I was like, this ain't for the YouTube. This ain't for the YouTube. And so those who are in the mentorship on week, and by the way, this is the intro price. As you guys know, every time I release something, every time I do something, there's an intro price, and after that the price goes up. Why is there an intro price? The intro price, again, is $497. The intro price is that price because I haven't created it yet. And I'm creating it with that first group. It's kind of like my test run. And usually everything that I do, I think it's going to take this amount of time. And then when I actually do it, I'll be like, dang, that took way longer than I thought. So once I see how much it actually does take, then that's when I can get a better gauge of where my price should be for the time investment. But that first run, I'm just like, okay, I'm a lowball it because these people are taking a chance on me and I'm taking a chance on them, knowing that I'm going to over deliver. But that's what we call first movers advantage. That's just how it works. The form, oh shoot, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. I forgot. I put the form up already, but do not fill it out. Don't fill it out yet because I don't have the answers recorded. And I know some of y'all move fast. Hold on one second. Let me go over here. Y'all, I done got old. I can't do two things at the same time. That's so bad. Who else is like that? Have you found that since you've gotten older? You got to focus. Otherwise, you'll really be messing some ish up. Crazy. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. Here we go. Bam. Let me just open this up right quick. I'm happy I thought about that. Um, but yeah, so that's gonna be week 2. I'm gonna share that recording with y'all, and trust me, you're gonna want to hear it. Week 3 is going to be adding the good stuff. What should you be adding? What shouldn't you be adding? What are these secured loans versus these secured cards? Like, what's the difference? Because some of y'all think there is no difference. Wrong. Wrong. There is a reason why there are some people who can get amazing things done in a matter of a few months. And again, we don't have that many months before that won't be the case anymore. I don't know what all is going to be using FICO 10T, but trust me, based on the way it's structured, I think a few, they're saying that mostly credit cards. But yes, Kiana, today's price ain't tomorrow's price. Yes. And you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny about that? That arbitration mentorship that I took, it was 4 figures. It was 4 figures. And at the time, I was like, oh, should I do it? Should I do it? I've already spent so much money, but I believed in those people. I like the way that they teach. And I was like, I already know how they roll. Let me go ahead and do it. And I did it. And that was supposed to be 4 weeks. It ended up being 8 weeks of instruction. Every class, they said we were going to meet once a week. We were meeting twice and 3 times a week. But I knew that those group of people. So this is what I want y'all to understand. When you trust the teacher, sacrifice for the price. Now, if it's just somebody you found on Instagram and you like, I don't know, just save your money. Right? But if you trust the teacher, go ahead and sacrifice for the price. And I trusted them, and I'm so glad I did. Because you know what happened, Kiana? Because I was thinking, I don't really have the money for that right now. A 4-figure investment after I just spent money on something else. I said, I'll get them on the next go round. Kiana, once they found out how much they gave so much to us in that mentorship, and they were like, you know what? We're not offering the mentorship no more. And I was like, oh my gosh. And keep in mind, we are still in a Facebook group together where we all are talking. Like, they post in there 2 to 3 times a day. Somebody is going to arbitration, litigation, talking about their results, helping the other people in the group. To do so much better, posting checks. And these are people that are not advertising on Instagram, Facebook. They're not doing no YouTubes. They are sitting somewhere collecting them checks, having peace of mind because they're not trying to get a dopamine hit on social media. They don't even got the picture on. They don't even have the picture on their profile. They got a cat and a dog and a truck and a bush. They could care less about views and clicks and likes because they're getting them checks. So I'm so happy that I paid to be a part of that first group because it ended up being the only group. Crazy. So everybody who's like, oh, I'll do it, I'll do it later. Later might not ever come, y'all. The price might be more expensive. It might not be offered. Who knows? So anyway, if you go to hellocamille.com, let me actually show y'all the form is already on there, because actually I will not be working with everyone. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. There were some people on my text message list I had to kick off. Sure did. I do not take kindly. I'm not a rude person. I will never disrespect you. So anybody who comes at me crazy, they got to go. They got to go. I do not, homie, don't play that at all. So on this right here, Credit Crushers mentorship form, this is where you apply, because I have to see that we're a good fit. I want people that will not drain my energy, but that will give me energy, just like y'all do on this broadcast. When y'all show up and y'all are like, oh, I love it, this is what happened, and you're contributing to the conversation. You're not trying to be a leech. So I want people that will actually take the information and use it and not be stingy with it. Come back and tell the group. That's what makes the other group that I'm a part of. And I've been a part of some bad groups, y'all. Oh, yes, your girl has spent some money that she wishes she had back. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Because one of the worst consumer protection groups that I have ever been a part of, I won't talk about it here, I'll talk about it in my mentorship, because I ain't putting this on YouTube for the whole world to hear. But one of the worst consumer protection groups that I've ever been a part of led me to meet the people who then formed the best consumer protection group that I've ever been a part of. Isn't that something? So I can't regret being a part of that group. I can't say that was money wasted, because it led me to people that were the best investment ever. You see how that works? It's kind of crazy. But I'll tell y'all about that experience in there. So it's going to be no holds barred. And again, that's another reason why I'm filtering the people, because I don't want certain things that I'm going to share in certain people's ears. Just keeping it real. All right. So that is that part. All you have to do, you come here, you click on the form, and it's a simple Google form. You're going to fill it out and submit it. Okay. And then from there, I will get back with people and let you know how, where we're at, where we stand, all that good stuff. Okay. Did I do it? Okay. Share this tab instead. Oh, let me see. Hold on a second, y'all. So far, what did I tell y'all? I said we will talk about the good stuff to put on, because there is some things that you need to know about the good stuff. We're going to talk about, so week 1 is like an intro general thing. Week 2, taking off the bad stuff. Week 3, putting on the good stuff. And then week 4 will be some consumer protection exposure and introductory information. Now, I want to be very clear on this. I just want you guys out. It's exposure and introduction, because I'm seeing a lot of really crazy things out here. Y'all are writing letters to these creditors sounding crazy, looking crazy, talking crazy. Do you know who I am? I'm the original creditor. And that's not to say that you are not, but you got to watch how you communicate things to people, y'all. Okay? You cannot be up here acting a fool with these consumer protection laws, quoting one set of laws from the FDCPA, but then quoting liability from the FCRA. Once you do that, you've already exposed yourself, and they know that you're a fraud and you really don't know what you're doing, and you're not getting remedy. You all over the place. All over the place. Okay? You haven't taken the time to study, or you're not understanding what you're reading. And I see this mostly with the people that are jumping from YouTube channel to YouTube channel, trying to piecemeal a very complex, and when I say complex, I mean complex with respect to how we are normally used to communicating. Most of us are used to communicating how? Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, little 30 characters, 50 characters. We're not used to actually writing a dang on letter. We're not used to putting together our thoughts in a logical, sensible, chronological manner that makes sense. We're not used to saying something and actually backing it up, because we've been caught in this web of social media for so long, where we can just post stuff and then block people that we don't like, that we have not been held accountable for our poor communication skills. So it's not that consumer protection stuff don't work. It's that nobody knows what the heck you're talking about, including you. So we're going to talk about it, okay? Because things have to match. If you're talking to a debt collector, you got to first know what a debt collector is. Then you got to know what laws apply to them. Then you got to know what's the repercussions for if they don't follow that law. You can't just say, well, you were supposed to do this and you didn't do it, because they're going to look at you like, and what you going to do about it? And if you can't back up the law that says, I'm going to hold you accountable either in arbitration or litigation per this section of the code, then they just caught you with your pants down. Because they're going to call you bluff. That's why more people are not getting checks, because they're going to test you. They make a living violating many of us. So if you think you're just going to send a loose leaf paper and piece together something, throw together something on your lunch break, it's not hard once you got it. But some of what I'm seeing out here is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm just going to be 100% honest with you, okay? Let me show you guys the form. Does that make sense? I see we still holding on. Got a few of y'all in here. That's good. I know most people are going to come on after and be like, ooh, tell me everything again. So yeah, this is the form. You can go ahead and fill it out. It's not the shortest, but it's definitely not, I'm not asking for an essay or a dissertation, okay? However, again, this is not something that even if you have the money, you might not be accepted. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you have the money, you might not be accepted. So I have to screen because I know what I'm going to share, and I know that I don't want it, and everybody is not going to be privy to that information. That's just how that goes. Yeah. So we talked about that, the process. Yeah, I already told y'all. Yeah. So we'll start. Any questions? Yeah, we'll start February. As far as the day and the time, it'll be the evening because I know that's when most people are off of work. But I will give the people who make it, that I want to work with and who want to work with me, I'll give them some options, and then we'll see what's the best fit for you all. I am at your service. And the first 5 people to sign up will get a private power session with me in week 1, the first week of February. My whole goal, this should not be an expense to you because you should make your money back with the knowledge that will be shared. I'm working actually too on getting some guest speakers, but don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that because literally, yeah, I'm not the most, I don't give the most notice, as you guys can see. When the feeling strikes me or when I think of something, then I do it right then and there. But it's not like, yeah, nah. It makes sense to you, Kiana. Awesome. But yeah, guys, the mentorships that I've paid for, I've usually vetted the people for a while and watched them and followed them. If it made sense what they were saying and I like how they were talking, then I bought. And I always made sure, like I knew they were going to deliver because I've been following them beforehand, right? I don't buy blind. So I knew they were going to deliver. Now it was just up to me to take the information and have the courage to activate it. So once I would get in those mentorships, I'm telling you, with Princess Dior, she had one speaker who made me all my money back that I paid on her mentorship. And again, that was a 4-figure investment. And one speaker made all my money back. There was a lot of stuff that she talked about that I already knew because I had already been in other mentorships, but I didn't worry about that. I was just looking for that one nugget that would make me my money back. And I got it. So, and I'm going to share that with you all as well. All right. Because a lot of times we think that the final word is the final word. It's not. There are departments in these companies and these corporations that you've never even heard of. So how do you know to ask for that department if you don't even know it exists? All right, y'all. I'm about to take a nap because I'm tired. I was so nervous to do this, but I'm very excited because I know based on what you all have told me that I have something to share. You guys have said that you like the way I teach, you like the way I talk, you like the way I explain concepts to you. And I know from my experience with y'all that y'all don't have the time. Y'all don't have the time that I have. While you're asleep, I'm listening to something. While we're at work, I'm in a group, in an arbitration on a Zoom doing something. So basically, it's like you're paying me to be your personal secretary and curate the information for you based on what you need. That's the difference between a mentorship and a course. And you guys know it's some whack courses out here for $5,000, $1,000, and then some of y'all never get the courses. Y'all be paying people and never get it, right? People just fall off the face of the planet. And then other times you get it and you're like, what is this? So it's never my goal to fall in either one of those categories. That's why for so long I've been doing stuff for free because I'm like, I don't want nobody coming at me crazy. But everybody coming at me crazy now because they're like, girl, why are you giving all this way up for free? And then I have one mentor, and I'm going to leave you with this. Oh, Kiana said, very knowledgeable. I've been following you for a while. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I have one mentor, and he especially said, dang it, I lost it, but I'll get it back. Oh, he just let me know. You not charging, you thinking you have to do everything for free, Kim, it is indicative of your lack of self-belief. He was like, it's not that you're trying to do all the people a favor. It's that you don't really believe in yourself. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's right. He's right. And also, he said some other things, but I'm not gonna go into that. He was like, you also don't want to be accountable. You don't want to be told you don't want something that feels like a job. You just want to pop up on the internet whenever you feel like it, and you can't keep doing that. And I was like, okay. But that's a whole, I'm telling you guys, get a good coach, get a good mentor, have good people around you that will call you on your ish in a way that helps you. But all of that was true. It is time for me to be consistent. And last week when I did the live Q&A Zoom with my students that bought the last course I offered, I had so much fun. And yeah, I want that feeling more and more. And I want it with people that are the right people. I love my YouTube family now, but it's something about a more intimate, private setting where we can just let it all hang out. Yes, that's what I want. So if you want that too, go on over to hellocamille.com and then you just fill out the form for the Credit Crushers mentorship. We're going to start in February. First 5 people to sign up will get a 30-minute private power session where we just talk about you. No other outside noise. And via Zoom, we'll do that via Zoom. And then the price, in case you do not know, is $497. It is a steal. If you know anything about me, if you've been following me, and if you've seen how much I've invested in myself, I will be sharing with y'all some stuff that I will never, ever share on YouTube because it involves my personal stuff, calls that I've recorded, and interactions that I've personally had. So that was a mouthful. Thank y'all for hanging with your girl. I'll talk to y'all later. Anything else, it all starts with that form. There is an option, there is a field for you to put any additional questions, and I will address them accordingly. Thank y'all so much. Good night. Bye-bye.